Manageable?
Yeah, this one's straight.
Yeah.
Welcome to Skypacking Day 14. You join us at the village of Shaday.
Happy birthday to you!
Just got a wonderful, the lovely Acho we stayed with in Shaday made me a cake, so I've had a lovely Ladakhi birthday celebration this morning.
So 25th of July,
25th of July.
Mr. Pete Samuel
I'm
Williams.
finally turning 21.
We'll
Now,
keep it a secret.
yeah,
We'll not tell the age.
Yeah.
Age is just a number.
but trust me, I feel it. So yeah, we actually spent a day longer in Shaday than we had intended. I unfortunately got a bit sick, so I had a bit of a cough and a cold. So we decided yesterday just to have a full rest day in Shaday, which was a really good idea, and there was no way around it really. So I'm still feeling a bit under the weather, but we're ready to roll again. We're back on trail. And yeah, Shaday, man, what a village, what an experience. All because of this guy Cho. Please, you'll have to remind me of his name.
He's Mr. Phuntsok Namgyal.
Mr. Phunsam Nyamgyal.
Yeah.
Which is my best attempt. Apologies for the pronunciation. Was just a wonderful host. Really nice. We had great food, really great, interesting conversations, and yeah, like I said this morning, he put on a little birthday celebration for me, which was very sweet and very memorable way to spend my 21st birthday. We're leaving the village of Shaday now. We have 2 days of hiking until we reach the highway at Sazar in the Zanskar Valley. 2 days, 4 passes, so luckily the lower 2 of those passes are today. Nonetheless, today we're going to try and just take it easy, keep it at low intensity, then hopefully after another good night's sleep tonight, I'll be back to my usual self.
So we've started from Shaday at 7:45. Welcome to day 14. We'll take it nice and easy. Skypacking Ladakh, we've already done some 320 kilometers and we're almost more than halfway there. Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Let's start walking.
Let's go. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's been so nice to stay. Thank you. Jule. Oh, sorry. Dhanyavad.
Jule ache. Jule. Be careful on the stream crossings. TK ache. Jule ache. Jule. Jule.
So nice.
Now after hiking for just half an hour, you'll come across this very beautiful landscape. It's very unique. I would love to come back here and spend like a week just hiking these hills. Acho said that these are used for grazing and these would be such nice small day hikes. That would be a good amount of soft, palpable ground, grass, flowers everywhere, but it is in huge contrast with whatever is around. Now as you hike for some 2 kilometers, you'll be able to see the Doksa and you'll see 2 saddles. One saddle is right in front of you there, but Gautang is this one. You can also see a lot of trails here. So this is the 2 kilometer distance that the elderly women of Shaday walk twice a day, early morning 5 a.m. and then around evening around 6 p.m. This is how far they would come to milk the demul, which is basically the female yak. And now there are 2 young boys from Nepal who are caretakers, and they are responsible for that the yaks and the demuls and the offsprings, they all get to graze throughout the day. This is Gautang at 4,900 meters.
We've covered just under 5 kilometers, 4.47k in 1 hour 45 minutes. We've climbed 596 meters and we've descended 3 meters. So yeah, we're just around 4.9.
Nice. And now we have a 600 meter descent. But this was our pass number 15, nice, Gautang. Now as you'll descend down from Gautang, the next saddle that you see, this one is Lala, the second pass for the day. This is how Gautang looks from the other side. When you look back, there's a nice stream of water here. I have added it to the map, and you also see a old shepherd settlement basically. Now this is the condition of the hut. There's enough space, I guess, for 2 people, 3 people to sleep in, and maybe people are still, using it once in a while. Very small camp, but there's water nearby, and these huts will definitely protect you from the wind. See another one. This one looks good. There's a nice kitchen slab. There's enough ground for 2 people to sleep. The top is covered. Now I usually also map all these shepherd camps. So in any offline navigation application that you would use, if it is OSM, which is OpenStreetMaps, the one that I use. But if you're a beginner and you're using apps like maps.me, mappy.cz, locals maps, Oryx maps, what else, All Trails, Gaia, then you'll still see these POIs. These are points of interest. I've mapped them as shepherd camp, and then the type is campsite. Similarly with spring, wherever you see a spring marked, it means that's safe drinking water, but still carry a filter with you just to be on the safe side. Taking a small snack break.
Eating a very melted Kit Kat.
Yeah, we're carrying all our garbage. We had the opportunity to, just throw all of this or leave it back in Shaday, but we thought, why not take it to the highway.
Current stats are as follows. We've covered 7.5 kilometers. Total ascent 596 and total descent 563 in a moving time of 2 hours and 42 minutes. We're currently an altitude of just under 4.3, and now it's time to climb Lala.
So Pete is feeling a lot of congestion in his chest, so we've taken a nice 10-15 minute break. We're taking Lala nice and easy. So whenever you're on these hikes, try and take utmost care of your body, because our body is all we have, to be honest. And I think he's doing everything to being able to enjoy whatever he's trying to do. And but I hope that today and tomorrow, before we reach the roadhead, I hope the situation does not sort of deteriorate. It's so nice and peaceful, just waiting for him to, at his own pace, easily catch up. Because if I go further ahead and there's a huge gap, it definitely demotivates the person looking up that, oh, my co-hiker is so far away, so high up. So it's better to stick together, and I think it has always been people over places for me. So we'll take it much slower, but we'll still be able to make it to the campsite. We had like a very small 20k sort of a day today.
Lala! Made it, Manav.
Yeah.
It's all downhill from here. Like and subscribe.
Okay, so that was the saddle right there, but we have flagged some 200 meters. Yeah, let's do a quick stats check.
Yeah. So we're just under 10 kilometers, 9.8k. moving time of just under 4 hours. We've climbed, 975 meters.
Ooh.
And we've descended 567. We're at a current altitude of about 47.
Nice, and you can see the trail right in front of us, so we'll descend down a bit, and then that area is Shaday Pulu. There are even some small shepherd huts, a small climb here, and then there's a contouring trail all the way into the valley, and then I think somewhere we'll just go towards the left for the 2 big passes tomorrow. But yeah, a little bit of relief as of now, done with the ascent. Some beautiful views. Time to drink some ORS. Keep the salt balance okay in the body. After that quick sort of a small break in the river, we have started hiking up. There is a quick sort of 80-90 meter climb around a spur, and then we'll go parallel to the main Niru Chu valley. Oh man, these flies are irritating me. Time is almost 1:20 p.m. This is another tributary of Niri Chu. We'll keep following the main valley, the bigger river. On the left bank, upstream, that's what the map suggests. We can see the small cairns. There's one here. Some horse poop. There's another cairn here. Yeah, so we did cross the Niru Chu stream once on this side, but now I think we'll have to cross it again because I see some cairns on the left bank. So that's when we would want to wear our shoes. The water is not that cold, but it's the stones in the riverbed. When at times a sharp one sort of presses against your feet, it does hurt. Yeah, Pete is right there, taking nice and slow. There's a decent amount of flow, so you should know the right technique on how to cross river streams without, compromising on your safety. Now this is what is happening right now. We are supposed to be on the left bank of Niru Chu, and the river has cut through the valley on the sides, and hence therefore there is not much space to walk. We are crossing it in the month of July, somewhere close to around 3 p.m. and I would say that the current was fairly strong, but if you have trekking poles, always carry 2 trekking poles with you, especially on hikes where you know that you might end up crossing a stream. They're very helpful. Now, hiking in Ladakh would require a particular skill set when it comes to stream crossings, so make sure that you're well versed with it. You can also join me on a course where I teach all the hiking techniques which are crucial for an independent hiker. I would share the link to the course in the video description below, and you can find it right there. Whoosh. Deep in here. Now try and have a look at the color of the water. If you remember the video from the day, it was all blue and now it's all black. The reason is because I feel Niru Chu definitely is fed by a glacier, a lot of tributaries, and this small little stream has become a big nala now, bringing all that mud, stones, scree, small boulders along with it. We're climbing up so that we don't have to open our shoes over and over again. This nala is just huge.
A few problems there, isn't there?
Huh?
So this section here, we have to go above those cliffs. But then if we drop down over there,
again there's
a problem.
Yeah.
We might have to cross the river.
Yeah.
But
We'll have to
want to cross the river. I suggest a wider part. Over there it narrows a lot, which means it's going to be deeper and faster.
We can cross it. And I think we can just do it here so that we don't climb extra there.
Yeah.
We can just get down and then this big island.
Yeah, cross.
Yeah, cross and be on
and then just try skate on the left hand side for a while.
The last junction is Ningri basically. Our passes are on the left right there. Okay, after you. 5:25 p.m.
So we're going to work our way down.
Yeah, and then just follow till that spot.
Okay.
I think we can jump across using poles there. Be careful. Yeah. It's a nice hard surface. Whoa, 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 whoa. I see. Nice one. Yes, rocks on the feet. I usually just take my time to make some grip, you know, and then nicely, woohoo, done. Oy. Oh man, this nala. Okay. Careful. Oh man. Yes. Just can't feel my feet. It's so cold. We're looking at the best option to cross the Nala where it's not that deep. Yeah, be very careful here. Let me know if it's too deep. Manageable?
Yeah, just concentrating.
Yeah. That's it. Now I really want to inform each and every one of you watching this video is that the map trail and even the old Survey of India trail suggests to stay on the left bank. We look at the condition of the left bank, it's a very huge landslide prone bank, and therefore the trail has just completely vanished on that side. There are some clues, but now I think I would just stop checking how the trail is on that bank. Now I'm on the right bank and I'll just stick to it. It is very difficult to cross this Nala. Look at the force. Look at the color of the water. There's so much of melt water through different tributaries that adds to it and turns that beautiful blue turquoise river stream which we saw until 12 p.m. into a rushing rapid sort of a Nala by 5:30. We are still following a nice sort of a trail, some clues, yak horse poop. See, it's a very old one. So this is a much better trail than the one that we were walking on the left bank. Another beautiful example of how now you should not just blindly follow the map trails. You should look at the clues on the ground and then sort of hike by finding the most efficient path. Yeah. Now do you see this? Look at the flow of this water. We are supposed to go here. Yeah, careful. So we are just climbing up this small slope and then do the crossover. Because the flow in the river is too high. It's too high to cross. Not at all safe. Oh man. Done. Whoa. Oh, so we climbed up a crazy slope. One mistake and we become one with Niri Chu. Not easy. Oh. So you can see Niri Chu, and then you also see the side stream. You see the shepherd camps in the center of the frame. This camp is called Niri, and that is our hike for tomorrow. We'll just follow the stream upstream, and then get into this valley, and then the two passes would be in that direction, Ningri La and Siachun La. So day 14 comes to an end. We hiked for 24 kilometers with some 1400 meter of elevation gain and more or less an equal elevation drop. Not an easy day because the passes were easier, but I think switching the banks of Niri Chu was really a task, and it was very risky at times. So my suggestion would be to do this section, before noon if possible. Break it into 2 days, but then you'll definitely have very, very small days. Or do it in September or October, maybe, because then the flow of the water would be pretty less, so easy to navigate through the landscape. The trails are not very well marked, so that's one input. And the first thing that I'll do once the trip sort of ends is that, try and mark those sections which are wrongly mapped. Now we'll just quickly pitch up, cook some chocolate peanut butter oats, and call it a day. Welcome to the outdoor kitchen, where we're using a natural rock and the backpack to block the wind. I'm just boiling some water, almost ready for oats. We have plain oats. We'll add dairy milk to it, we'll add peanut butter to it, we'll add a little salt to it, and then on the side we'll have loads of these dry fruits to eat. So now you see this is how thick it has become. I've added a lot of peanut butter, a lot of it, because I don't want to carry it all the way to Padum.
This is the end of day 14 of Skypacking. We left Shaday village, we crossed 2 passes, what's the first one called?
Gautang La and Ladla.
Gautang La, and then we followed the Niri Chu for many, many kilometers. Rapidly learning there's no such thing as an easy day in Ladakh, but mainly what made it difficult was the trail crosses the Niru Chu many times, so we had some pretty fast flowing river crossings. Obviously we reached the river by the evening, so it was in full spate.
And I think we crossed it at least 5-6 times. We were able to document it just 2-3 times, because not every time you are in a zone to document things.
Yeah.
So getting the shoes on and off again and again, trying to find the most efficient way to hike through this landscape, and the trail being not correctly mapped. So trying to figure out or trying to seek a balance between when to trust the map trail and when to trust the clues on the ground.
Yeah.
So that's all happened through the day.
Some of the river crossings were straightforward, just up to your kind of knees, and then it's just a case of getting over the sharp rocks in bare feet. Some of them were kind of almost up to the waist and quite fast flowing, so a couple of moments where I wouldn't say they were dangerous, but you really had to concentrate, really had to just make sure every foot was in the right place. We did it, we made it. It's been a tough day. I'm still struggling with tight chest and a cough, but fingers crossed another good night's sleep and it'll start to move in the right direction. And tomorrow is a kind of momentous day.
Yeah, we have again 2 high passes tomorrow, and we are now camping at 4,400 meters. So let's see how, but no river crossings tomorrow.
No.
We just have
and tomorrow
straight...
we reach the Zanskar Valley. We reach Cesar, and then we're going to hitchhike to Padum, where hopefully food and pizza and God knows what else awaits, and phone signal and all the luxuries of the modern world. So let's see. Another tough day, but that's Skypacking day 14.
Yep, that's Skypacking day 14. Nicely done.
Nice job, bro.
Nice. See you tomorrow.